I threw gummy worms at a woman for talking and using her phone in the theater. A few years ago, I was watching Inside Out 2 in theaters. Sitting right in front of me were these two women and a young girl, maybe 7 to 8 years old. Throughout the movie, they kept talking, and the two women wouldn't stop using their phones. One of the women used hers on full brightness. It was so incredibly disruptive. I happened to have a pack of gummy worms, but didn't want to waste any full worms on her. So, after realizing at some point I couldn't take it anymore, I bit off half of one worm and threw the other half at her, and didn't miss. She turned around and looked in my direction, but I just kept looking straight at the screen as if nothing happened. But then she still wouldn't stop using her phone. So, a few minutes later, I bit off half of another gummy worm and threw the other half at her. That really got her angry. She turned around, looked right at me and said, "Stop it!" Again, I just kept looking at the screen as if it wasn't me who threw it. Then she turned to the woman and little girl and said, "He's throwing gummy worms at me." The three of them turned around to look at me, then looked around to see who else could have thrown it. They continued murmuring to each other. Then the little girl pointed at me, at least I think it was me, and said, "Well, it definitely wasn't that guy." The three of them turned back around to watch the movie, and the woman finally dimmed her phone and eventually stopped using it several minutes later. They also shut up for the rest of the movie. The woman also left for a few minutes, presumably to tell the staff on me, but nothing came of it. So for future reference, if you ever see someone talking using their phone in a movie theater, just throw popcorn or candy at them. They won't know who did it.